Zach, good day for you so far?
Yeah, man. We chilling, man. How's yours?
So far, so good. It's getting cold out here. I can't imagine. Am I getting you from Montreal or Toronto?
Montreal.
Montreal. How cold is it at the moment? You can give me a Celsius number. You don't have to pander to me being an American.
It's actually fine. It must be like 20 out. I don't know it's 16 degrees
Okay.
Celsius. Is that cold? Is that considered cold?
For Canada, that's warm. For Americans, it's
Yeah.
freezing unless you live in Detroit
Yeah.
or something like that.
Wow. Wow.
Well, that feeds
It's a cool day for me.
Exactly.
It's like a t-shirt day for me.
It's a t-shirt indoors day. I'm sorry I don't have my Zach shirt on, but your new EP's coming out in 4 weeks, I believe. Spectrum. When did you finish it?
Exactly. Finished it. I mean, a bunch of those songs were actually recorded a long time ago, but I mean, we were mixing some of those songs a week ago, so I guess we just barely finished it. It's fresh.
Absolutely. The Slurpee video got a lot of people talking. Who
Sure,
came
man.
up with the idea for that?
I mean, it's me and Jed, G-E-D, the director. For sure, like, it's everything that's like concrete has to come from him and the practical side of things, right? Like, can we actually make this happen? And renting cars and stuff. I come with the vibes usually. Like, I mean, I have the song, of course, but I come with the song, the intention behind that song is to do this and do this. Yeah. So what I brought to the table was basically, I needed to be stupid, right? It needs to be goofy. It needs to be out of this world. It's basically me tripping balls on a weird drink, right? So that's my insight. That's my idea. And from there, he goes, and it's like, yo, well, what if there was this? What if we did that or whatever? And yeah, he had a couple of goofy ideas, and it came out great, in my opinion.
When music
but
videos
it's definitely like a collaborative effort. Sorry.
Cool. Well, when music videos were done in the olden days, I don't know about today per se. Hey, no problem.
Sorry.
When the 80s, the 90s, they used to do what it's called video treatments, which were like loose grips, and they had sketches. Were the words tripping balls in your treatment? Like you just said.
I mean, yeah, they were in French, of course, because GD is a French guy, but the equivalent of that, yeah, literally, yeah. That's a good question.
It always intrigued me when you have artists from Montreal. Does all the business get done in French, or does it go back and forth depending on who's on the room, or who's in the room rather?
I mean, definitely depends on who's in the room. One great thing about Montreal is that pretty much everybody speaks both languages, right?
Yeah.
So if it's really proper, whatever, in a professional setting, you I guess you stick to one language. But I mean, me personally, like I don't think I go a day without speaking both languages. Even with like in one sentence, you might start in French and finish in English, right? That's a thing, right? When you go to Starbucks or whatever, I rarely just speak one language. Everybody's like, oh, thanks, and then you switch to French and da da da. But I guess because I'm signed to mainly French label. Mm-hmm. I guess with my guys and my little team, it's mostly in French. But then when I collaborate with everybody else, other vocalists, other producers, and just people everywhere, and my girl speaks English. So, I mean, it's a little bit of both. It's a nice balance. It's almost 50-50, I'd say. Almost.
Are you a fan of the show Letterkenny?
I don't know that show.
Oh, it's a Canadian
Letterkenny?
Letterkenny, yes.
Letterkenny?
One word. It's a Canadian comedy. It's excellent. And they reinforce the stereotype of Québécois. I don't know if I say that correctly.
Yeah, that was on point.
And the way that they say TD Bank for minutes at a time. Well, I'll let you watch it and you figure that out.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
But can you, on a whim, depending on who's in the audience, do your songs in French or English? Like,
absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I don't think I'm that good of a writer in French, or like that good of a performance in French. And like, there's certain things you can't like you can translate something, but it won't mean the same thing. You see what I mean? Like it's not because all the words work. Like you probably know from trying to Google translate whatever from another language, like somebody speaking that language would tell you, yeah, that's not it, even though it technically means the same thing, right? So I would never even try to switch a English song into French. Like I could never. And like I said, like I'm not even that good in French to start with. Like, I mean, I speak French perfectly. I'm not a good performer. Like I've never written anything in French, and most of my music, like most of my musical inspiration comes from the English world, right? Comes from America, comes from the UK, right? From the pop world, just the mainstream media type of stuff.
Makes sense. Where I was going with the multilingual thing is, do you know the singer David Lee Roth from the band Van Halen?
Yeah.
He did one of his albums in the 80s in Spanish also. And meaning like the instruments were tracked and then they just cut new vocal tracks in Spanish. And anyone who speaks Spanish hears it and just laughs their head off because it's bad Spanish.
This is bad, right? Exactly. So it just can't.
But then you get a lot of artists like Avril Lavigne cut that song "Girlfriend" in I think 13 languages or something like that as a way of charting all over the world. I didn't know if that was part of the Zach game plan to go. Like,
absolutely not. Yeah, we're not going the Avril Lavigne way. That's not the. Wow, I can't believe she's done that. And was it good? Was the music good?
No comment. I don't want to get excommunicated from the music industry by saying anything, but she tried. And back to you. What was it, or who was it, that made you want to start being a musician in the first place?
I mean, I would say artist-wise, my biggest inspiration is like the rappers that I listened to that really made me like want to start doing it and be like, oh, I can actually try to do this. Like, I can sing along. Let me try to do this. Would be Kendrick Lamar, Isaiah Rashad, a little bit Eminem, a lot of lyricists that in the beginning I really liked, like, you know, rhyme patterns and stuff like that. I was really like into like, you know, Mick Jenkins type of like purists where they really try to be like their flows all like crazy vocabulary and all of that, like Earl Sweatshirt type of stuff. That's really what got me into rapping. But I'm not sure if I said that to you, but one of the great things about rap is that it affords you like confidence, right? It gives you that I don't care about anything. Let me just do it because I don't care. If you don't like it, well, too bad for you, type of thing.
Right.
So that's what that was kind of my way into performing in general, because I don't think I would have ever performed if it wasn't for rap, even though I was singing already at that point, right? But I would have been too shy, right? So it was just kind of my way in, and now I try to diversify and go some more melodic ways.
That's a good point about the personality and all that. And the other day I was having a conversation with my friend about rappers, and we couldn't come up with one rapper who was a bad actor. Can you think of one person? You don't have to say the name, but I always thought that rappers maybe make the best actors when it comes to action movies and dramas.
Makes sense.
Because they're used to kind of having swagger when they're just artists like everybody else who are going.
They're just regular people, but they're like, it's part of the game to have your attitude on point.
Yeah.
You know, to be unbreakable, to just I'm in my zone. So yeah, definitely got a point there.
So moving long term, are you one of those people who says, I want to have the fashion line and be in the movies and have my own entrepreneurial stuff, or is it the music is the clear lane?
That's a great question. I definitely don't see myself only making only doing the music side of things for the rest of my life. Like, I love making music, but I just feel like if I wake up at 70 years old, the only thing I did was make songs, I'd feel like I missed out on tons of things. And like the world is just a beautiful place. So I would definitely go into different things. I'm not sure if I would be the classic fashion line actor thing, but I'm definitely interested into the entrepreneurship, like the business side of things, and just basically I want to be able to make enough money to not care about money, so that I can then focus on things I truly like. Like, I'm a curious person in general. I love to travel. I love biology, everything that's science. I would maybe just go back to school in some regular program just for my own, just to learn for myself, not even a grander thing where I want to flip my rap money into buildings and then become a multi-billionaire. Like, that's not really the way I see it, but I definitely couldn't see myself only doing music.
Will we ever get, going down the line of like successful hip hop and pop artist tropes, will we ever get the Alias album, the one where you have the alter ego that insists that, oh no, that's not me, that's my friend? Because the way that Eminem did that with D12, and the list goes on and on and on. Even Garth Brooks did that. Yeah,
true. But I think there's that thing, and like, that's a tendency that comes and goes, and when somebody does it too much, it becomes corny. So like Eminem killed it, and then after Eminem, probably a lot of people stopped doing it because it was corny, because of course you're doing like Eminem does. And like, we've seen I guess Lil Uzi Vert kind of has that thing going on. YNW Nelly, is that his name? I think he has that alter ego thing going on. So right now I feel like it would be corny, but who knows, maybe in 10 years. And there's more than one side to me. So that's a great question. For now, no. For now, definitely no. But we'll see.
And the flip side is, once you have that big success, is there then the group or the posse record, like the Busta Rhymes Flip Mode Squad thing that he immediately started doing, and then, or the Disturbing the Peace Crew, or D12? Do you have one of those as well?
I'm really not that deep into it, bro. You're thinking 1,200 steps ahead. I like that, okay. But I'm really not. Like, I really haven't reached that point yet. But damn, maybe. Like, I guess I tend to work alone, like in general, when it comes to like making my own songs. Like, I collaborate with people, but it's not a collaborative project, right? It can be one, like me and HK, right?
Yeah.
Or I work in a studio with a lot of people, but I'm not at that point yet where it would be like a collective or a thing like that. But I guess when I reach that point, definitely I would definitely start thinking about what kind of legacy I want to leave, and just in general, like, how can I help out now that I've established this whatever? How can this be a support system for other people in the same way Steve, the CEO of my label right now, is doing for me, right? He used to be a rapper, now he switched up. He's in the industry and he's helping people that basically young hymns. You see what I mean? Like,
Young Hymns.
He's giving
the name of the group right there, Young Hymns.
Young Hymns. Yo, we're on to something, man.
Well, Zach, 2 quick questions and then you're a free man. And the first one is, as a fan, what's the last concert that you went to before, the world kind of collapsed and changed a little bit?
What's his name?
And if it's too hard, you just say pass.
Nah, so I should definitely know that. Reggae white guy. He's like one super good guy.
Solely happy.
Forgot his name. Give Me Love. Or
I know the name. Of the song.
I forgot his name. But it was a reggae show, man. I forgot.
It was in Montréal?
Yeah. It was at Olympia, I think.
Oh, cool.
I'm correct. Yeah. So it was a reggae show, man. I forgot the name. And it's like a big guy. I shouldn't not know his name, but
we'll dub it in there, or when this article comes out, you'll write back and go, that's the guy's name.
Yeah, exactly.
Fix it in post. Cool.
Exactly.
My closer is any last words for the kids?
Don't do drugs, drink water, stay in school. You know, the usual.
The you.
Listen to music. Have fun.
Awesome.
Stay in shape.
Stay in
Yeah.
shape.
That's pretty much it, man. And I love y'all.
Cool. Thank you so much for your time. And when this all gets back to normal, hope to see you live in New York in the very near future.
Sure, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Zach. Thanks.
Paltrocast.